So the rabbi turns to the hooker and says, "What, you mean right now?" Oh, shit. Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to the world of Forrest Theater Pocket Edition. Within the next few weeks, the pilot episode of this revolutionary new online series shall be made available. Now, however, and in the weeks leading up to the official premiere, you shall have the opportunity to be introduced to the characters and the basic premise, so that when the time comes, we may be permitted to hit the ground running. We're going to do this quickly. Do try to keep up.
Oh my god.
Forrest Manning always wanted to be a writer.
Yeah, I know the middle's fun. Hey, you still holding on, good man?
Unfortunately, Forrest Manning was more interested in other pursuits,
Come on, baby, give me a kiss.
and never truly applied himself to anything other than unbridled hedonism.
Come on, you can come over and watch Full House.
It's all stuck now.
Please don't do the math. It won't add up. For years and years, this is how it went. Forrest's passion for writing was always usurped by passion for distraction. However, it finally came to be that in his early 20s, Forrest hunkered down, focused himself, and started writing his first play. Not surprisingly, this first play was rubbish. So was the next one. This pattern could have continued for some time, perhaps indefinitely, but the third play, that one, was actually pretty good. That is to say that the title was absolute crap. Indeed, it's doubtful at this point that Forrest Manning will ever be able to conjure up a decent title. And I thought that the constable's big speech in the third act seemed a bit contrived, but all in all, it really wasn't bad. A certain off-Broadway theater company thought so as well.
Hi, this is Forrest.
And Daddy.
We're not in right now.
Or we're just screening your calls.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Beep.
There is a point to this. We're getting to it very soon now. Hello, this message is for Forrest Manning. This is Lloyd Richardson from Discount Dave's Theater and Burlesque Extravaganza in New York. Yeah, we're interested in putting on that Plain Sorrow thing. Thanks. The production was a modest success. Apparently, people who weren't discouraged by the title and the posters themselves, which were actually so atrocious that they successfully drew focus away from that idiot title, attended the show and enjoyed it. It even got a rather favorable review in a little newspaper called the New York Times. This review was read by this man. College president Donald T. Bartlett decided that the productions currently being put on by his school's theater department were old and stagnant, featuring plays from such stale and dead authors as Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, and William Shakespeare. His words, not mine. Anyway, President Bartlett contacted Forrest Manning. It's alright, I've got it. Bartlett contacted Forrest Manning and offered him a resident playwright position. Yes, Forrest got a place to live, a small paycheck, and the ability to take college courses for free. All he had to do was write a brand new play each semester to premiere at the school. The arrangement was heavenly. Well,
Johnny Bartlett thinks that this is going to bring people in. No classics, no pieces by established playwrights, just you and Mister, that is the worst title I have ever read in my life. And I have read that play. It is the worst piece of... If he thinks that this is going to bring people in, then...
Meet Mitch Abraham, the head of the theater department. He resents Forrest's presence and being told what plays to produce, but honestly, if you haven't figured that out, then I think you'd better just turn this off right now and go much according to Jim. Oh dear, look at the time. We really need to wrap this up, shall we? Let's. Things, however, are not all bad, as Forrest has also met Marcia Anderson, editor of the school newspaper and apparently the love of his life. Marcia, however, is unavailable as she is dating Brad Barclay, who happens to be a theater major himself and very involved in most college productions. This may not be such a bad thing, though, because according to Cam, Marcia is the devil. This has never been proven.
I want your soul.
Oh, Cam? Yes, that's right. This is Cam. Cameron Davis, whom Forrest met in what I'm sure is a very amusing anecdotal tale that we just don't have the time to go into, and whom lives right next door, which actually is probably how they met in the first place. Cam is Forrest's friend. Cam is dating a lovely girl named Lee. She's not here right now.
Please.
Anyway, when Forrest found out that Marcia was dating someone else, he quickly went out and found himself a girlfriend to try to make her jealous, even though this love triangle only exists in his head. That girlfriend is none other than this girl, Jessie Aniston.
Hi, I'm Jessie Aniston.
I just said that.
Well, Jessica Angelina Aniston. I just go by Jessie. I was named after Jessica Hahn. I guess my mom really respected her. I don't know. And then Angelina came from my great-aunt Angie.
I did not, however, say all that.
Aniston. That just came from my dad's last name.
Fascinating.
I don't know what it means.
If all this wasn't enough, we have a gimmick. You see, sometimes you, gentle viewers, shall have the privilege of seeing the world through Forrest's eyes, as he has little daydreams. As a playwright, Forrest tends to dream in musical theater terms, so instead of Mitch yelling at him, perhaps Forrest sees Mitch singing at him. Sounds fun, doesn't it? And that pretty much brings us up to date. So, shall we recap? Let's. Forrest Manning wrote a play that got performed off-Broadway and got written up favorably in the New York Times, which was read by Don Bartlett, the president of a small Michigan college, who hired Forrest to write plays for the college to perform, much to the annoyance and frustration of Mitch Abraham, the head of the theater department, and much to the ambivalence of the unknowing love of Forrest's life, Marcia, not to mention his friend Cam and Cam's girlfriend Lee. Or, what am I for? Oh, and Marcia's boyfriend, Brad. And although, quite frankly, I've forgotten what the subject of this sentence was, but I do know that I still need to mention Jessie. And as we follow Forrest and his friends through their adventures, we get brilliant and humorous, original Broadway-type songs as Forrest sees the world through musical theater colored glasses. And there we are. Got all that? Good. Now throw it completely out of the bloody window. See, unfortunately, the entire shebang, while solid, is a bit too high concept for us at the moment. So we're pretty much cutting half the characters and most of the storyline. Sorry about that. Oh, we're also cutting the whole musical theater aspect that would make the series really unique. Bit of a shame that. But, well, rehearsals didn't go so well since the show's creator can't actually write music or play any instruments.
Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. I've never met anyone quite like you.
It was really wretched. We had to put the piano out of its misery. But anyway, back to Forrest the Editor Pocket Edition. We're pretty much going to tell little brief humorous stories that center around Forrest, Cam, Jesse, and Mitch without any larger sense of mythology. It should be fun. I promise. Really. I'm not just saying that because I'm getting paid to. I'm actually not getting paid at all. I really need to form a union. This job sucks. I think I'll quit.